Hey, what's up? John Sanez here, and I am in Barcelona. I'm actually on my way to the meetup, the Bulldog Mindset meetup. So I want to talk about a concept. I actually put out a post on this on my Instagram today. I've been kind of doing content lately where I'll do the video, I'll do the Instagram, kind of based on the same idea. I also talked about this on my podcast. So by the way, follow me on Instagram, Bulldog Mindset. So someone who I follow in the fitness industry, I'm not going to name names, but he was talking about how like all these people post on Instagram their hard workouts and they're running 2 hours a day and they're lifting marathon lifting sessions and all this discipline requirement. He says it's bullshit. They should be doing the easier route. It's much easier if they're smarter and they don't have to work as hard, and they're giving people false, basically ideas of what it takes. It doesn't take as much as what they're saying. They just need to be smarter. While there's some truth to that, I disagree with that for a couple of reasons. One of them, actually one of my buddies, Manny from 2000 Books, pointed out today, I wouldn't pay 10 cents for simplicity on this side of difficulty, but I would give my life for simplicity on the other side of difficulty. When you start out, you want the simple answer, and you can't have it because you don't have the experience and the context to actually understand the simple, right? Masters, the people that are really good at simplifying things, they've gone through the complexity, right? If you've been watching this channel for a while and you feel like I simplify things well, it's because I've gone deep on a lot of things, and so I can now regurgitate it and state what's important about it. But you have to experience a lot of these things yourself, and you have to go through the difficulties. It's not about the goal. It's not about the destination, right? You've heard that before. It's not about the journey. A lot of people say, no, it's about the journey. And that's cliche, and that's fine. There's some truth to that. But what it's about is what the journey makes you become, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can take, a lot of paths you can take that will get you to the same destination. But it's what path you take that shapes you. And so sometimes what ends up happening is that the harder path might take you to the same place, but because it's a harder path, who you become in that process is a lot better, right? So we don't do things just to get the result. Ultimately, we do the thing in order to become the person that we need to become. Sometimes when I go for a run, I make it difficult. Sometimes I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna run in the heat today because it'll be harder. The point is to do something that's hard, that's difficult, that is pain. The thing that I actually want from the workout is the pain, because that's where the growth happens. And so when you've got two choices in life, pick the hard path. The hard path is going to be the better path, because that's the path that is going to give you the growth in life, right? You pick the easy path, yeah, maybe you'll get to the goal quicker, but the goal is not the point. The goal is not the goal. That's the thing, is like, and again, it doesn't mean like, obviously, I'm a pragmatist, that. It doesn't mean that I'm telling you that you always pick the hard thing and never take the easy route. You can't just like always do some stupid shit just because it's hard. Sometimes in life, when you're presented with two choices, pick the hard one, right? Take the hill, right? Instead of, taking the flat path, right? That's what I'm saying here. And a lot of times when you have two choices and there's not much of a difference, why not take the challenge? Why not take the harder thing? I mean, why do you even do some things like play video games, right? Because it doesn't make any sense. There's no point except for the challenge. I mean, would you like to play an easy video game or a hard one, right? Like, would you just use the cheat code? You could do that and you could win, but there's no point. You do it exactly for the challenge. So as crazy it might seem to have that kind of philosophy in life, it's one that will benefit you. And it's like I said, sometimes you just do things. Bulldog mindset is to fucking do the hard thing just because it's hard. I think I've told you the story probably on this channel of Hercules and his choice, and I'll probably do a video just talking about that in general. But there's a Stoic story of Hercules where he's basically going down this road, and there's two paths. And essentially, one path, this maiden comes out and she's like, oh, if you go this way, your life will be easy. You'll never have any kind of hardship. You'll have wealth and luxury and never any pain. And if you go, and then this other maiden said, no, go my path. If you go my path, it'll be hard. Your life will be pain. You'll go through all these trials and you'll have nothing to show for it, but the only thing that you'll have is glory, right? And he picks the hard path because it's hard. So something you just got to pick the hard path. All right, that's all I got for you today. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.